Hi. Okay, so I'm taking my morning walk. Me and Petey. Sorry, show you Petey. Say hi, Petey. Petey's tired. Anyway, we're doing our quiet time this morning, walking and talking to God. And I literally was talking out loud because I had some things on my heart, and actually I was feeling anxious and fearful this morning. And as a high achiever, high performer, a doer, an overachiever, I have lived most of my life run by fear and anxiety and urgency, and that's my natural, it's my conditioning, it's my programming. And over the last year, I have spent, over the last 25 years, I've spent a lot of time and money undoing that, reprogramming that, learning how to lead and live from a different place, and how to really live into and lead from the joy and the peace and the abundance of God, and the joy of who He made me to be and what He put in me. And that's now what I hope others do, because I have reprogrammed that and reconditioned that for the most part in me, except for when some things are really kind of close to home and I get activated. And the good news is I catch it quicker and I know what to do everything's not perfect, but I catch it quickly, know what to do when I feel it, and it's pretty effective. And so as I was walking this morning and sharing with God the fear that I was feeling and the anxiety that I'm feeling, He reminded me of the 3 lies that always come up when we're in fear. And the first one is that, or these are my 3 lies. I don't know, maybe you have others, but the 3 lies that always come up for me are: if I enjoy life too much, if I am not doing something, if I'm not making something happen, it's all going to come apart. It's all going to, I can't rest and just let things happen for me. That doesn't feel safe. Well, now it does feel safe, and now I've learned a new way, because I realize that's the lie that keeps me running. But it came up this morning. The second lie is that I have to get it right. I have to be perfect and get everything right in order to not mess things up, or I will be punished, or there'll be retribution of some kind if I don't get it right. And the next lie is that I'm not, that I don't get to trust myself, that I don't get to follow what my body and my heart and my inner wisdom says, and that I have to, that, God is a punishing God, and He is, it's that whole religious, legalistic stuff that was programmed into me, that, I have to be a good girl, a good Christian, a good person, and do everything in the way that I should do or have to do in order to be blessed, in order to have the reward, which is crazy. I mean, the things that we learn, it's just crazy. And no one ever told me that verbally, but I learned that. And so that has what has run me for years. Well, this morning as I was walking, I realized I was falling back into some of those patterns and those beliefs. And that was kind of what was running underneath the surface that is causing this unrest inside of me today. And I started talking to God about it, because I've learned that the best thing to do is just give it right back to Him, because He made me. He is the truth. He's the truth and love, and He wants to love me in it, and He wants to rescue me and set me free out of it. So if I don't give it back to Him, if I try to keep managing it myself, my very best thinking got me right here. So I was sharing it with Him, and as I did, I said, God, just take these lies, just eradicate them. And I said, and just show me how to release this fear. And I do, I surrender it to you. And the minute that I did, he said, the antidote to fear is to live in my love, is to live in love. Even when you don't feel that, you know what love is inside of you. And if you will revert back to making decisions, living, leading out of what is really loving for you, what is truly loving for the people that I've brought into your life, how do you best love on your clients? How do you love the business that I've given you to steward? And if I just shifted out of having to have it all figured out and do it right and worrying about things and panicking over what might happen and what if I enjoy what he's given me and it all goes away and blah, 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 all those things that come up that just torment us, versus, and then try to fight all that, it's exhausting. And so I just stay stuck in that cycle if I try to go against that and try to undo it, versus just creating something anew. Instead of, this is kind of about fixing, stop trying to fix what's wrong and start creating something new for yourself. And the new thing is, how do I live in love today? How do I just let the love and the joy and the true passion and the desire, the life that he put in me come up from me? And if I choose to live from that place a little bit more today, what would it look like to really love myself today? What would it look like to love and enjoy who he is today? What would it look like to love and enjoy my life today? And what would it look like to truly just love and enjoy my work and my clients and the people that are in my life present right now, and enjoy what I have all around me? And he just reminded me, when you do that, it expands. And so I want to say that to you today, is that if you're feeling stress, anxiety, fear, whatever, you're worried about something, you don't have the answers to something, you don't know how something's going to work out, and it's stressing you, come back to love. You know his love inside of you. You know the love. You're just afraid. Fear makes us be afraid to love ourselves. Fear makes us afraid to love him and enjoy him. Fear makes us afraid to love our lives, and fear makes us afraid to enjoy our days. And it's robbing us. And so don't try to fight fear. You can fight it by saying, in Jesus' name, fear has to leave. You can say that and war against it. But then you got to make the choice. Turn from fear, come back to love. If I let love come up from me, from my heart, and exude from me, how could I love myself today? What would it look like if I lived in love? What would it look like if I led from love? What would it look like if I loved the people around me and enjoyed the heck out of it? And yeah, it feels scary to do that, because us ones that have believed we've got to do it all right and get it right, of course, we're going to feel like when I enjoy something, when I just stop and enjoy something and stop stressing over something or stop worrying over something, then, and if I'm not making something happen, then it's all going to crash and burn, or going to go away, or I'm going to get punished in somehow, or whatever those lies are. But it's going to happen anyway. So we can continue to live in misery and fear and anxiety and not enjoy any of it, or we can start enjoying it. And so I just want to encourage you with that today, that, fear is bondage. Fear will keep you stuck in the cycle of having to figure it all out and having to get it all right. Love is true freedom. And so let love arise today. Let love bust out of you, and give yourself the permission to live in love today. Just watch what happens. I guarantee you everything around you will expand, and things will come clear to you. New solutions will happen. New wisdom will come. And God will come through for you, because he is love. That's his character. He can't function in fear. And we can't fight fear to the point that we'll just stay in a battle with it constantly. We got to choose love. All right, guys. Hope that's encouraging. Hope that's empowering. And live in love. Lead from love. And watch how everything gets smoother, easier, and flows in. See you soon.